Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Did I just flip you? I did by accident. I just want to get to the bubbles right away. Do bubble guppies. Alright, I just went to physical therapy, so I got like a half hour before work. More than that. But I just want to pull out of this parking lot and go into the next one. Ooh, that is quite the dent on that car. That is not like the average dent. Look at that dent. Hello. Hello. Okay. So, yeah, that must have been like a big truck. Sideswiped or something. So with this message, I don't know if people are trying to point fingers. She's wearing orange. It's not coral, it's orange, which again is pulling me to fall. It's pulling me to Scorpio again. So, trying to decide where do you want to park today, Courtney? I think I'm gonna park in here. Sounds like I ran over something, right? Okay. I'm here. Just give me a sec. I feel like, let me just put my seat back. I got a headache. Good morning, good morning. Oh, actually, I wanted the car on. I want the heat from my butt and back. Stretching. Good morning, good morning. I almost thought MLK, but it's MJL. So I don't know. So it could be something with initials that might play a significant role. Not sure there. So this is that day where everybody keeps trying to convince me. I feel like I might actually get it for my birthday. I don't know. I don't know if that's my intuition or not, but you know the things that hold the phone with the magnet? I almost did that when I got the phone, but I didn't like the case, so I was like, nah. But I feel like maybe I'll get it for my birthday. I don't know. But yeah, I did want to plug you in, which is what I did. But I don't know how I'm going to put you down while we chat. I guess I'll just put you like that for a second. So I feel like I shouldn't be holding the phone for some reason. I don't know if it has to do with energy, not like radiation. You know, you're not supposed to sleep with your phone or keep it in your pocket. So I don't know what's up with that. Or it's the energy that's gonna go through the phone, in the sense of like, just sort of careful who your friends are. I'm looking at the top of the trees again. It could just be like through text messaging. So I feel like people want to kind of are gonna attempt to point fingers. I don't know in regards to what. I do feel like last night I had a really hard time falling asleep. Anxiety in regards to Mia going away for the weekend, which I don't even want to talk about. It'll give me anxiety, but I think it's the weekend itself. Like it's not Mia. It's like my gut is just saying something in regards to this weekend is not good. It's just kind of like off. But I think it's just the energy transitioning. Again, I just feel like I wanted to puke. So, Kiss Me by the Phone? Is that a song? Kiss Me by the Phone. What? Is that a song, guys? Kiss Me by the Phone. But needless to say, when I was in bed, this is 00, no, it's 0700. So 0070 backwards, 852. Okay, anywho. The anxiety. But I don't, initially how it started actually was through the phone. Okay, so ironic I'm telling this story. And it was the other day, we had already talked about her going away, and the whole point is it's like a 3-hour drive, but once she hits the dirt road, you can no longer get in contact with her. Like, it's way out there, like 3 hours away. And that makes me extremely uncomfortable. I know she's like in good hands. I know she's with the boyfriend and the family, and she's gonna have fun. But when I read, initially she was gonna do Friday to Saturday or something, and now she's like, she wrote, it's gonna be Friday to Sunday, and it was instant anxiety. So I'm like, oh my God, I'm like, I hope that has nothing to do with like a car accident per se, or anything like that. And I don't think it is. It's just, I know with me and the paranoia, and she's going to be in the car for, 3 hours, and then I can't get a hold of her with her destination. But my gut then told me it's just going to be one of those weekends. So, I mean, that does suck. But what I wanted to do was grab my old deck of cards, and I think it's Sexual Magic deck. It's like the original, my red deck. So I know it has to do with like that type of energy too. So I don't know if it's like sexual energy and being projected. I'm in my work parking lot, so if you're wondering why I took my voice down a notch, I got all my windows open. But so I don't know if it's like that projected energy, and then, or I don't know if I wanted to use that deck or being pulled to that deck because of the lust card, the chaos and the lust that came out. I know what friends, family, people you don't even know, unfortunately, I think it's just going to be that type of energy. So I think it's more or less like what you choose to respond to, who you choose to respond to. I know when it comes to, like the energies we were reading on the board yesterday, some of it was like silence or not doing much or messengers. But I feel like when it has to do with like the third wheel, which is ironic because I was calling it the third party, whether it was work, person, place, or thing, right? But now it's like the third wheel versus third party. So I don't know what that means. And Judgment was out on the board, I think the third week in June. It was very consistent going into July. So in the sense of like situations being rectified, or even the cards are different is what I'm trying to get at, right? The sense of the cards, like now it's like, okay, going in a new direction, not thinking about this, not thinking about that. Those who are reminiscing and thinking about the past and not wanting to let go, it's because of their own karma. So like the message I'm getting is kind of like maybe some, and kiss me by the phone. What? Kiss me through the phone? Soldier Boy? I think I only know one of his songs. It's like Shoulder Boy. Yeah, you gotta get that one. Alright, so it is a song. Kiss me through the phone. What I'm getting is the energy that wants to come towards you, but they might not be coming towards you, is because they told somebody that you guys were like done and over. They probably tried to ignore you, act like you didn't fucking exist, or you were too busy for this, too busy for that. It's like the last one I was talking to just said something about like work, and I was like, all right, I can no longer fucking even relate to your ass. Like, it's exhausting. So I think you're dealing with like a matrix energy where just prioritizing the things that they really shouldn't be prioritizing, especially if something's stable. It's a whole nother message. It can be determined in so many different ways, but what I'm getting is like somebody probably, the person like you're dealing with, it's like they're showing me things of like how something went down in like certain my past, or like when I channel certain energies, that's how it goes. Certain stories are relevant or whatnot. So somebody probably told somebody that you guys were done and over, you're not part of their life, this is not like that, yada yada yada. So their problem is now is that they try to dismiss you, ignore you. They probably thought it would help to tell people that you're no longer in their life, yada yada. So that backfired because ultimately they were just trying to avoid a situation. So I don't know if you stepped out of that situation a while ago. Spirit was like, yeah, we're not all set with that shit, especially if someone's trying to trick or manipulate you, or you'll be back. And you know, we're adults here, we're not fucking children. There's no need to fucking conspire like this whole elaborate fucking how you think something is going to play out, right? Somebody was definitely trying to do that. So now the fact that they want to be with you and want to have a commitment, I just heard you got that love lockdown, what you lose got your love lockdown or something. And it just went right back to kiss me by the phone. So I don't know what that's about. But now this other energy has to tell the other energy that it's back on, and it's a lot more than what they projected it to be. So if somebody's not reaching out and they're acting like they're too busy for you, or you know, other things are a priority and you're not, that's what's going on. If you ask me, that's not comforting. I don't know if that's gonna trigger you. I'm over it to the point where stuff like that doesn't even fucking trigger me or touch me. It's more frustration. Like, it's more like, first of all, I don't want to be with anybody who's gonna treat me like that, or not make time for me, or a priority, and then telling people that it's over for them to protect their own energy, as if they thought they could just move on, as if they didn't want you or need you in their life. And yeah, you know, so it was, you probably have not even talked to this energy in a long time, and that was their tactic on, you know, their own distraction or whatnot. How, you know, it's like that. It's unfortunate that that type of energy is still exists, guys, but that's matrix for you. I hate to say it, but that's the reality of it, you know? It's tough. It's like, got boy problems, that's a human in me, you know? So, in other words, you know, somebody is either going to really stand up for you and really, you know, be honest and tell you what they want, or somebody else is coming in, because karma's here, and it doesn't even have to be that somebody else is coming in like that. It's just what the cards are saying. It's the intuition. It's what I'm channeling. Is what they're telling me, right? So it's, you know, your energy. They want your energy to shift. They don't want to put you back in a situation where there's no potential for growth, right? So either this energy is going to do a complete turnaround and make sure that you guys have that ability to grow and nurture something, or they're still going to continue to kind of watch you from the sidelines because they're not brave enough. I feel like they want to own it, but there's no bravery, all right? And that's not going to cut it either, all right? You can't make excuses for fucking people, guys. It's not worth your time and effort, your energy. I do feel like there's jealousy this weekend, but it's a different type of jealousy. I feel like there's feelings of being left out of certain situations, aggravation, frustration, then there's awkwardness. So this weekend is going to be, I just heard emotional. So I wouldn't say, you know, necessarily, you know, keep to yourself. So I don't know necessarily what it is exactly pertaining to. I'm attempting to go to the beach tomorrow for my birthday. I'm supposed to have other plans, but those got canceled, and then I'm supposed to do the river trip next weekend, and then that's kind of getting canceled too. I have, you know, dealing with Danny's death, and then the wake and the funeral actually next week, so I'm not really in the mood to celebrate. But I do know I need to get out of the house and nurture myself and take care of myself. So I figured the sun is the perfect opportunity. So I'm just picking at something on my face. Sorry, it's driving me fucking bananas. This shit is bananas. Bananas. So it's like the do's and the don'ts. I'm actually going to the beach with people I haven't hung with for a while and seen them, and they're really good. They're like, come on, you gotta get out, you know? So might be like celebrations, 4th of July, that type of stuff. Some of you just might not be in the mood to celebrate, depending on what's going on in your life, or who you want to hang out with and who you don't. And so it's just that type of energy. I do feel like something with just pointing fingers and just being triggered. So it could be you being triggered going on social media. It could be you being triggered if someone hits you up. It could be you being triggered, you feel left out. It could be you being triggered because, again, someone else has something to say, or it's just that type of energy. So I think, like, no matter how it comes at you, is, I can't tell you per se how it's gonna go down for everybody. Like, a trigger doesn't always mean an argument. It could be an emotional trigger. you know. You can get a sign from a loved one and it can trigger your emotions, it can trigger anger. There's just so many different routes. Overall, I think even if it's a lovely weekend, there's just energy lingering. And I think if something, you know, the good comes towards you, or make new friends and keep the old, you know, it's still, I don't know, I kind of feel like seclusion. So I don't know what's going on with you guys. Again, Kiss Me by the Phone. So I don't know the lyrics in that song. I was just told it was Soldier Boy. Trying to kind of feel out other energy. Nothing really coming to me. And this, so, well, it's back to the phone thing and the energy. Does anybody know what the next lyric is in that song? The Kiss Me Through the Phone. Good morning. I've been picking at this. I had like a zit there like a week ago. And it went away. And it came back last night. I could feel it stinging. And I'm like, what the frig? I thought that went away. Yeah, that whole kiss me through the phone. I can't even look it up. Somebody want to look it up for me? I can't look it up because then it will pause you guys. I do feel like there's anger being projected towards you, or purposely being left out. And that purposely being left out, I feel like, is linked to family. But be careful, because you have the energy of also like a third wheel or a third party trying to hit you up in a sexual manner. Be careful of who you're engaging with. And I was just in physical therapy, and she was telling me a story about a tree that went through the fence, and something in regards to I just heard blood magic, but not blood magic, not magic, so I don't know, it could be blood. But we were talking about that led, I don't know why that was relevant, could be a storm, chaos. That led to us talking about how we take serum and we take plasma and certain stuff, and we use that for eye drops. She was saying with the Achilles heel, we're now taking plasma and doing plasma injections. And then she started talking about hepatitis or something. So I don't know where we're going with this, but we were talking about blood work and certain stuff. See you when I get home. Kiss me through the phone. And the next line is see you when I get home. Huh. I don't know. I'll have to look it up. So there could be something with blood. And not like blood's thicker than water. Like actual blood. So I don't know what's up with that. Could be a pathogen. Yeah, see, I don't... Someone could be hiding or avoiding their health. I don't know what type of message that is. Someone's purposely going to come in and stir the pot, though. I'll tell you that, unfortunately. So be careful with that energy. I don't know if you rejected somebody or there was some type of rejection. I don't think it has to do with the energy we were just talking about. It could be linked to it. And someone's going to get pissed off that they're not going to, you know, nothing's working. So I don't know, but there is something with blood and energy through the phone. I don't think it's blood magic. I'm not picking up on anything like that. Not at all. It's energy through the phone, so again, careful who you engage with, how you respond. I don't know if somebody's trying to project. I mean, someone could be masturbating and thinking about you, trying to pull you in that way, but I think it's way more than that. That's more just kind of like, it's not really a big deal, you know? I mean, some of you may think it's a big deal. I'm whatever. Like, you do what you want to do. You stay on the sidelines. And do what it is you're doing instead of just hitting me up. If they have the ability to hit me up. Does that make sense? Did I just sound like I was just like out for something? I didn't mean to make it sound like that, but it's just like, if somebody's doing that, why not at least like reach out to somebody and be like, you know what I mean? Instead of just like projecting it towards someone, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, so I think something's not clicking for somebody, if that makes, like, why are you trying to do this? Why are you trying to do that? When in a way you could probably just have it with honesty. So I don't know what type of message that is. I don't know if somebody's trying to use that to get you to come back to me, Punisher, punish me. Didn't that come in the other day? Fat Joe and Big Pun. Thank you, Lindsay. It's just ridiculous. Childish. So I hope things are changing. Like, the cards are changing. You know, the energy is changing. So it's telling me that you're not dwelling or thinking about certain things from the past. You're just trying to push through the little engine that freaking could, you know? Chugga chugga choo choo. You know? Just trying to push there. I got one more of these. I know I've said that before. It's true. Last pack of cigarettes. I only smoke like one a day, if that. I bought the patch. It's worked for me before. I'm going to just try it again. Just to kind of wean myself off. So, might be hidden agendas. I'm just looking at, you know what I'm actually looking at is the bush over here. And I'm just kind of looking underneath as if like a chipmunk would sit there or a rabbit would sit there. So just kind of keeping their distance and watching, which is, I mean, that alone might be triggering for you. I apologize if it is, but like, don't waste your time with somebody who can't be brave enough to come in and have a conversation or do this and do that and wants to project this and project that. It's not your fault that somebody try to, you know, act like you didn't fucking exist for their own sanity. Like, somebody just didn't want to do their own shadow work. No one's got time for that. You don't want to fucking own your own shit. You don't want to do your own fucking karma. You don't want to wipe your own fucking ass. Like, no one's got time for that. No one's got time to hold somebody else's fucking hand right now in regards to that type of energy. Just, it's that simple. I hope you guys got that same projected energy, because we're not playing fucking games, we're fucking adulting, you know? So I hope you wouldn't entertain that, or think to yourself like, when I think to myself, what a beautiful, like they're gonna reach out. Like, I think if anything comes in, it's because you either don't want to, or you could just, not that you would care less. I just don't think your mindset is there, and it's like, why did you even bother, you know? So someone's got a lot of work to do if they're coming towards you, and if they're intimidated, then that's part of their karma too, and they got to work through that, you know? But I don't feel like that energy gets to kind of sit around and wait, you know? They might just wake up one day. Oh, wake up. Remember I said that too? It might just kind of like wake up and things could change. But I also just heard fuck around and find out. So again, if someone's attempting to come at you in the grand scheme of things for their own selfish reasons, so I don't know. The energies really is kind of all over the place. What's right, what's wrong, up, down, is, you know, so just worry about yourself, I guess. You know, take care of yourself, nurture yourself, enjoy yourself. I'm hoping the beach alone doesn't even trigger me, you know? But you never know, so it is what it is. So I'm gonna have to look up Kiss Me Through the Phone and it's either Big Pun or Fat Joe. Punish me. I just heard dynamic duo. Some of you might meet somebody, bump into somebody. Maybe at some event when you're out and about. What's meant to be will be. And if somebody else thinks it's meant to be and they're not doing anything, they're gonna learn the hard way. And that goes for work, love, friendships, family. That goes for anything, you know? Only holding yourself back, and shit just does not work like that, especially if you're aligned and going in a certain direction. I mean, I can't stress enough to you guys that they're stressing to me the shift of cards, the dynamic in the cards, what the cards are saying, or what the cards have. I don't know why I keep saying it like the cards. So I don't know if somebody just thinks like you're taboo, like, oh, did the cards tell you that? It's like, okay, somebody says that, it's like, haha, okay, haha, real funny. But I think it stems deeper than that, so I don't know what that's in regards to, unless somebody thinks you're taboo. But too bad, so sad. So sad, too bad, however that goes. And I think for that judgment, I just saw like the judgment card, and it's weird because it's not even out on the board. But I think there's other people judging you without even realizing it. It could even be a group of people that you don't even know. Because I just got pulled to a whole nother group in regards to Danny in the front I just lost, and how he's got his group of friends, right? So I don't know if they're talking shit about me. I don't know why they would, but that's the dynamic I just got pulled to. I don't think it's like that, but you never know, you know? Again, like, I know that group, but I don't know that group like that. So it's like you think you know them, but you don't know. So there's something weird going on like that, where there could be like some type of event and your name comes into something. I mean, fuck, for all I know, I mean, I can have a headhunter watching me and they're having a freaking business meeting this weekend, and, you know, there's 7 people at the fucking boardroom having a conversation all talking about you. I don't think you're gonna feel it, but you might, because it's the energy through the phone. It's to me, it's something with Sunday too, but like, punish me. Again, I mean, if that's the case, there's nothing you can do about it. It is, I mean, it's petty. So I don't know what that's in regards to. Well, that's what it's in regards to, but like, it's only because they didn't know, or certain, if that makes sense. So there's that. Other people probably just triggered that you're moving forward. There could be a muscle spasm or some type of trigger there too. So I don't know, guys. I hope it's not somebody trying to purposely trigger you, you know. I don't think it's like that. I think somebody just, I'm gonna put the phone down while I put sneakers on. I think it could be multiple scenarios. You can be, your name could be crossing a lot of people's, coming out of a lot of people's mouths this weekend, unfortunately. You know, work, friendship, family. There's something about, you want to know what it is? The energy that's elevating and the energy that's moving forward, guys. People would be talking about them. You know, there's been a shift, a big shift. But they're having me look at it like different dynamics, like the friend I was like arguing with, and you know, she could be saying something, but it doesn't mean it's mean. It could be emotional on her end. And then, you know, people could be saying things about me in regards to like that whole thing with Danny's whole side, like, so, because that's like what I'm seeing. And then your family could be saying something. And now none of this has to be like emotional or mad or nasty. It could just be that energy. Again, like headhunter, right? So now we got 4 energies. Never mind your own energy. Never mind work people. You get where I'm going with that? So I feel like your name's coming out of a lot of people's mouths over the weekend, unfortunately. Well, see, I'm saying unfortunately. So some of you, it's not the best energy, you know? And all you can do is just take care of yourself, because like I said, this energy is coming before, like when you elevate and go in different directions, and other people are not gonna like it, not gonna understand. Like one of my friends I'm arguing with, I think one of her last text messages to me was like, "Where'd my friend go?" And I was like, oh, that triggered me in the sense of more like anger. But it's also like, well, you would know if you stayed more. But see, that's like petty back and forth, and I don't think that's the case either, because we all have lives. We're all busy. Some people push away, some don't. Like, we all have our things, or there's resentment, or there's anger, you know. So but like, think about it. Like, I haven't seen her in a month or two, and I'm going back and forth. We got in a big like text fighting. Like, it was absolutely ridiculous, like at our age, you know, like to put the energy into it. It's insane. We both sat back, I'm sure the next day I was like, what the fuck, you know. But I'm trying to think the last time I seen her. Memorial Day camping. So 6 weeks maybe. A lot changes in 6 weeks. Or it had been months before that. Do you get what I'm saying? So people do change. You don't have to stay the same. She's like, where'd my friend go? Well, I could say so many things to that, but ultimately with this ascension and elevation and evolving and stuff like that, if you're not spending a lot of time with somebody, and you haven't been, your projected energy is going to be different. They will be questioning. Where'd they go? Or you get what I'm saying? But it's not a bad thing. You're elevating. You're doing what's best for you, keeping certain people around that are good for you. It's that type of energy. So again, just take care of yourself. I think if you just focus on yourself, maybe bubble yourself, because I would instantly want to put the bubbles on. Just ask for a little extra protection, shield yourself. Could help, you know. So we'll leave it at that. So you might feel triggered and you don't know why, but that's why. There's a lot of projected energy. I think people are just saying a lot of stuff, whether it's good or bad. Not all of it can be good, obviously, because I keep saying unfortunately. But, or it could be unfortunate and they're sad, you know, that they didn't do what they needed to do, or whatever the case may be, guys, right? So I think you guys might be feeling that. Is a good chance, especially if you're an empath, or it's one of those type of things, right? I do feel good vibes too, though. So I think there's stuff coming in for the ones that are really elevating, and you know, life is going to change, and you can see the difference, and you're going to start, you know, there's going to be a smile on your face, and things are going to turn around for you. And a lot of people are not going to like that. It's like I feel like there's like a big movement of energy like that, and there's people who thought they were on top and things were going in their favor, they're about to get knocked off their fucking horses. That's for sure. That's for sure, Z's. Okay? So I love you guys. I hope you have an amazing weekend, and we'll talk soon. Bye. I love you guys. Bye.